going to do another one. But these are not going to be textures. So take your paper and fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Now you can also take and just draw these shapes, these sections on your paper. Here, like I did here, and that will work. And I did these that I'm getting ready to show you. Not only did I do them on the white paper, I also drew some on the colored paper that I gave you. So after class today or this weekend, anytime between Tuesday, if you would like to add textures and, like we're getting ready to do, patterns to your colored paper to use for next week's art project, you definitely can do that. Right? That would work really, really well. So now we're going to do patterns. Can anybody tell me what a pattern is? What is a pattern? Or an example of a pattern? Or an example of a pattern? Yes, Caitlin.
A pattern is usually like a specific design that can be like repeat. Well, most of the time it's repeated multiple times.
That's exactly right. It repeats multiple times. A pattern is when you have an element of art like line, shape, color, and it repeats. So most of you probably know this pattern right here. Right? That's a checkerboard pattern. That creates that pattern. It's the repetition, it's the repeating of the square and the color. Black, white, black, white, black, white, or even, red, blue. Red and black. It's you can have any type of repetition. But is this a pattern? Yes, this is a pattern too. Triangle, circle, square. Triangle, circle. Uh-oh. I messed it up there. Oh well. And then I moved down here. Circle, square, triangle. Circle, square, triangle. It repeats that pattern. What about this? Is this a pattern? Thumbs up if you say yes. Thumbs down if you say no. Is this a pattern? All right, I see some people are like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. So thumbs up, this is a pattern. And let me tell you why. It's very close together. It's probably easier for you to see this as the pattern because the colors are spread out and you can see the distinction between them better. But I used the same color pattern for this that I did for this. I have purple, black, and red. And here I have purple, black, and red, purple, black, and red, purple, black, and red. But because it's so close together, it's harder to see that pattern. But it's still a pattern. Yes, Caitlin.
Could you do like different shapes, not the same shapes, but then just make the color repeat itself?
Yes, you could. Because you would have, in that case, let's just say I did, did this, but I'd made them all orange. I think this is what you were saying. Then yes, that would still work. Okay? Any element that repeats. These are some examples of ones that I did. And I made mine with markers, but you can make yours with whatever material. You could just do yours with a pencil if you wanted. And these are the different patterns that I did. I did like this lightning bolt here, and it created these repetition of shapes. I have like a plaid. I have this kind of curved line. Here's another kind of plaid that I did. And I did a lot of these on colored paper yesterday. You can see I've got lines, I have scribbles, I have like a bark look, horizontal lines. This is when, you know, you take and you like splatter paints. Get your parents or guardians' permission before you do that, but I did that there. And then y'all saw those. So any type of repeating pattern is your choice. Are there questions? You ready? Oh, JC, there is a question. JC, how may I help you?
Can we use oil pastels?
Oh, yes, you can. You can use oil pastels. Oil pastels work beautifully with this. And in fact, I had oil pastels out yesterday, and it looks like I didn't get them out to my art station today. But oil pastels work great. Any material that you'd like. So I'm going to set your timer for 1 minute. Let's see if I can get. Here we go. 1 minute. Begin now. Now, for this one right here, you can hear the cool textures being made in the background. We're creating over here. I am using just black for this one, but I wanted to show you, like I've got this part of the marker there, but then using the same marker, I'm able to get a different type of line, like a thinner line. And that works well. I can stop here. Oh, those are great oil pastels. Those are great oil pastels, JC. Yeah. I can stop here, or I can add colors between. There's no wrong answer. And normally, I don't like to leave white spaces, but I think I'm gonna leave a little bit of white in this one. Okay, so stop, go to your next one, and begin. Again, I'm just drawing something that repeats. So I'm repeating these lines. And you can use color pencils, markers. That's your choice. Any type of material. Like I said, you're going to be using these. You could make it all in the same type color if you wanted to. Like the same color family. I think I'll do that on this next one so you can see what I mean. I'll just grab these right here. Okay. All right, stop. Go to your next one and begin. So for this one, even though it's not going to seem like a pattern, in class I'd be like, oh no, this doesn't work. But why not? If you do this, this works the best if you have colors that work well together. So colors that are in the same family or on the same side of the color wheel. So using either all warm or all cool colors works great with this. And I don't like to use more than 3 or 4 colors. 2 of these are the same color, because I know you're like, but you just used 5 colors. I didn't. These 2 were the same color. It was just easier for me to hold 5 in my hand than 4. 4 felt awkward. So I just doubled up one of my colors. Right? Now your next one, begin. And this one, I'm going to do a combination of color pencil And maybe I'll add some crayons in there too, as long as I'm following that pattern. And in this part right here, I think I'm gonna do that in marker because I'm the artist and I can. Okay, and make sure I don't forget all my spots and areas. All right, stop. And now you have 1 minute to go back and add any details or changes, or to grab a sheet of the colored paper, or you could have been working on that already, but to add any details or start one more. Your minute begins now. Oh, really?
Well, like all the cold colors look exactly the same.
Oh, do they? Huh. Is it like a wood? Is it the one that you showed me? I can't tell if that is JC or Sarah. Is it the one that you showed me, or is it like a one in a wood box? And
It's like this one from like an art kit.
yeah. Sometimes the way that they put the labels on the colors, it is hard to tell what they are. All right, so your minute's up.
Put the colors on.
Yeah, sometimes they put the color names on, and sometimes they just put them on the back of the box or the container. It really depends on the brand of materials that you have. So what I'd like for you to do now is to look at all of your textures and your patterns. You should have at least 4, where's my texture sheet? You should have at least 4 textures. If you have more than that, that's great. And 4 patterns. And again, if you have more than that, that's great. You are going to save these. And for next class period, which will be next Tuesday, we are going to create art with these materials.